Hello YouTube family, Merry Christmas and a huge Happy New Year to all of you. With the 2026 World Cup on the way, the energy in the football world is already building and we are thrilled to be sharing it with this amazing community. To celebrate, we have lined up some holiday surprises in the Goal 90 shop. A bunch of your favorite jerseys are already up to 50% off. Shipping is on us, and because you are part of our YouTube fam, you can grab an extra 10% off with the code YouTubeFam. Thanks for all the love and support. 2026 is going to be massive. Let's enjoy every moment together. Most footballers grow up dreaming of fame and fortune, but what if you were already famous before you even kicked a ball professionally? Today, we're looking at 8 players who were born into wealth, royalty or celebrity families. These players didn't need football for money or status. They were already living the dream, yet they chose to chase a career in the beautiful game anyway. Let's get into it. 8. Alicia Lehmann. Let's start with Alicia Lehmann. Alicia is one of the most famous footballers in the world, but not necessarily for her performances on the pitch. Alicia is a social media superstar with over 16 million Instagram followers. That's more than tennis legend Roger Federer and far more than most male footballers. Alicia started her professional career at age 17 with BSC YB in Switzerland. In 2018, she joined West Ham, then moved to Everton, Aston Villa, and now Juventus. She's also a Swiss international with over 50 caps for her country, but Alicia's fame goes beyond football. She's a model, influencer and brand ambassador. She earns an estimated £241,000 per sponsored Instagram post. Companies pay her millions to promote their products because of her massive following. Alicia's relationship with fellow footballer Douglas Luiz also kept her in the headlines. The couple became one of football's most talked about pairs, with fans following their every move. While Alicia is a talented footballer, her fame comes from social media and her off-pitch persona. She's proof that in the modern era, you can be famous for more than just what you do on the field. Alicia was famous before reaching the peak of her football career, and now she's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. 7. Al-Saadi Gaddafi. Al-Saadi Gaddafi is the son of Muammar Gaddafi, the former ruler of Libya. From birth, Al-Saadi was one of the most famous people in Libya. He lived in palaces, had armed bodyguards, and enjoyed a life of extreme wealth and power. But Al-Saadi wanted to be a footballer. He became the captain of Libya's national team and played for several Libyan clubs. In 2003, he even signed for Italian Serie A club Perugia. It was a shocking transfer. How did he end up playing in one of Europe's top leagues? The answer is simple: his father's influence. Reports claimed Gaddafi's regime paid Perugia to sign Al-Saadi. During his time at the club, teammates said he was terrible. He barely trained, couldn't keep up with professional players, and was clearly out of his depth. Al-Saadi made just one substitute appearance for Perugia before being released. After leaving Perugia, Al-Saadi returned to Libya and continued playing for local clubs, but his football career was a joke. He was only there because of his father's power and money. In 2011, after Gaddafi's regime fell, Al-Saadi fled Libya and eventually ended up in prison. Al-Saadi was famous before football, but for all the wrong reasons. His career is a reminder that talent matters more than money or connections. 6. Faiq Bolkiah. Faiq is the richest footballer in the world. Not because of his football career, but because he's the nephew of the Sultan of Brunei, Hassan al-Bolkiah. The Sultan is worth an estimated $20 billion, making him one of the richest people on the planet. Faiq is an heir to that fortune. Faiq's father, Prince Geoffrey Bolkiah, is famous for living an extravagant lifestyle. He reportedly spent £35 million per month on cars, watches, and luxury items. He owned over 2,300 cars, including Bentleys, Ferraris, and Rolls-Royces. For his 50th birthday, Prince Geoffrey flew Michael Jackson to Brunei and paid him £12.5 million to perform a private concert. He even built an entire stadium for the event. Faiq could have lived like a king his entire life without working a single day. But he chose football. He joined Southampton's academy in 2009, then moved to Chelsea, Arsenal on trial, and Leicester City. Despite his wealth and connections, Faiq never made it at the highest level. He's now playing in Thailand for Chonburi FC. Faiq earns around $2,900 per month as a footballer, which is nothing compared to his $20 billion fortune. But he continues to play because he loves the game. Faiq was famous before football because of his royal family, but he chose to chase his dream anyway. 5. Justin Kluivert. Justin is the son of Patrick Kluivert, one of the greatest Dutch strikers of all time. Patrick won the Champions League with Ajax in 1995, scoring the winning goal in the final at the age of 18. He went on to play for Barcelona, AC Milan and Newcastle United, scoring over 200 goals in his career. Justin grew up watching his father play for some of the biggest clubs in the world. He attended matches, met legendary players, and was photographed constantly. From birth, Justin was a celebrity kid, but Justin didn't let that pressure stop him. He joined Ajax's famous youth academy and worked his way up through the ranks. His pace, dribbling, and eye for goal caught the attention of AS Roma, who signed him in 2018 for €17 million. Since then, Justin has played for RB Leipzig, Nice, Bournemouth in the Premier League. He's represented the Netherlands at the senior level and continues to build his own legacy. 4. Enzo Zidane. Zinedine won the 1998 World Cup with France, the 2002 Champions League with Real Madrid, and the Ballon d'Or in 1998. He's a footballing god, and Enzo grew up as his son. From the moment Enzo was born, he was famous. Paparazzi followed the Zidane family everywhere. Enzo attended award ceremonies, met Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, and grew up around the biggest names in football. The pressure on Enzo was enormous. Everyone expected him to be the next Zinedine Zidane, but Enzo chose his own path. He started his career in Real Madrid's youth system, playing as a midfielder like his father. In 2016, he made his debut for Real Madrid Castilla, the club's reserve team. However, Enzo struggled to replicate his father's genius. He moved to Alaves, then Aves in Portugal, then Rayo Majadahonda, and eventually ended up playing in lower-tier Spanish football. 3. Brooklyn Beckham. Brooklyn Beckham's fame comes from being the son of David Beckham, one of the most famous footballers in history, and Victoria Beckham, a former Spice Girl and fashion icon. From the day Brooklyn was born, he was one of the most famous children on the planet. Paparazzi followed Brooklyn everywhere. He grew up attending fashion shows, award ceremonies, and major sporting events. He met royalty, Hollywood stars, and world leaders. Brooklyn was famous before he could even walk. Despite his family's wealth and connections, Brooklyn wanted to be a footballer. He joined Arsenal's academy as a young boy and trained with some of England's best youth players. In 2014, he even represented Arsenal in a youth tournament in Los Angeles. But Brooklyn's football career didn't last. In 2015, he was released by Arsenal. He briefly joined Manchester United's academy, but was again let go after a short time. Eventually, Brooklyn gave up football and pursued other interests. He's now a photographer, chef, and social media influencer. He was famous before football, during football, and after football. 2. Gerard Piqué. Gerard Piqué was born into one of Barcelona's most prestigious families. His grandfather, Amador Bernabeu, was a director and vice president of FC Barcelona. His father was a successful lawyer and businessman. Piqué grew up attending Barcelona matches as a VIP guest, meeting club legends, and living a life of privilege. From a young age, Piqué was well known in Barcelona. He wasn't just another kid. He was part of footballing royalty. Everyone expected him to succeed. Piqué joined Barcelona's famous La Masia Academy and quickly became one of their top prospects. But in 2004, Manchester United signed him, believing he could become a world-class defender. Piqué spent 4 years at United, winning the Premier League and Champions League, but struggled to get regular game time. In 2008, Barcelona brought Piqué back home, and that's when his career exploded. He became one of the best defenders in the world, winning multiple Champions League titles, La Liga trophies, and a World Cup with Spain in 2010. Piqué retired in 2022 as a Barcelona legend. Unlike others on this list, Piqué lived up to the hype. He was famous before football because of his family connections, but he became a legend because of his ability on the pitch. 1. Marcus Thuram. Marcus Thuram is the son of Lilian Thuram, one of France's greatest ever defenders. Lilian won the 1998 World Cup with France, scoring 2 crucial goals in the semi-final against Croatia. He's a French football legend, and Marcus grew up in that spotlight. From the moment Marcus was born, cameras followed him. He wasn't just any kid, he was the son of a World Cup winner. Growing up, Marcus attended events with his father, met football superstars, and lived a life most kids could only dream of. But Marcus didn't want to coast on his father's name. He worked hard to make his own legacy. He started his professional career at Sochaux in France before moving to Guingamp and then Borussia Mönchengladbach in Germany. At Gladbach, he scored goals, created chances, and became one of the Bundesliga's most exciting attackers. In 2023, Marcus joined Inter Milan, where he continued to shine. He's now a regular for the French national team and has proven he belongs at the highest level. Yes, Marcus was famous before football because of his father, but now he's famous because of what he's achieved himself. So there you have it, 8 players who were famous before football. Which player's story surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one. Hello YouTube family, Merry Christmas and a huge Happy New Year to all of you. With the 2026 World Cup on the way, the energy in the football world is already building, and we are thrilled to be sharing it with this amazing community. To celebrate, we have lined up some holiday surprises in the Goal 90 shop. A bunch of your favorite jerseys are already up to 50% off. Shipping is on us, and because you are part of our YouTube fam, you can grab an extra 10% off with the code YouTubeFam. Thanks for all the love and support. 2026 is going to be massive. Let's enjoy every moment together.